That's the reason why I was like, oh,
Oh, you're ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said, because everybody will find this fucking hilarious. She was like, so like we've talked about marriage and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, oh man, you got a lot of cool shows coming up. She's like, I guess I'm gonna have to put a ring on your finger. And I was like, but she was like, as a deterrent from like chicks coming up to you and being like, yeah. And I was like, I hate to inform you
That doesn't happen.
that doesn't happen.
So is she aware that you get hit on by more men?
She doesn't even give a shit about that.
Yeah. So you're like, there's no women.
Yeah. Like they'll be like, we're in a girls' night, come and take a picture, and it's like, and then they just float off into the I'm like, it doesn't happen like that.
I feel like I've seen you interact with one female after your set, and it was another comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get people I'm like, no, nobody approaches me.
Like,
No.
and she was like, but you're so aloof to it. I'm like, I promise to you that nobody. I'm
oblivious, but I know the difference between like, hey, good set.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not, every time someone tells me good set, I'm not like, that dude wants to fuck me.
Yeah. Yeah. I told her about the time that I had a nice young lady who was like, oh, great set. Like, put your number in my phone.
Mm-hmm.
But she was direct.
Yeah.
And then
I'm into it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I have no question now.
Yeah. But then when she was like, yeah, I'm finishing up classes, and I was like, how old are you? And she was like, 21, and I'm like, no.
That happened to me at the donut, and it wasn't me being like, how old are you? Because my dumb ass was just assuming that someone talking to me is going to be around my age.
Yeah.
And it was another one of our friends that go, Aimee, how old are you? And I'm like, I'm 36, 30, whatever at the time. And they're like, and how old were you again? Like, I was like, oh, they know something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's like 21, and I'm like, anyway, what a good night. I'm going to head home.
Yeah. And then she got hit on at the donut.
She did.
Yeah.
She was loved by lots of dudes at the donut.
Yeah, including Stan.
Yeah, I was a little jealous. I was like, oh. But I'm like, okay, Stan's got a type.
Yeah. She said thank you in Polish. And he
That'll do it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And he was like, you Polish? And she was like, no. And he's like, no ring on the finger. Stan was shooting his shot all night.
If you ever want to hear some stories, go hang out with Stan, like towards the end of the night, nobody's around. He will start telling you stories.
He was shooting his shot, though.
And he just, no shame. Like, no shame. Like, he was like, yeah, I give the ladies around here money. And I was like, you hire sex workers? And he's like, yeah, sometimes. And I was like, good for you, dude.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah. And good for them.
Honestly.
But yeah.
To take care of somebody, you know? I told him I'd marry him to divorce him. I just want stuff built. I want a house.
But yeah, I don't like when people are like, oh, you know, comedy groupies, like, as a woman, I can honestly say people want to hang out.
Sure.
Like, they'll be like, oh, you want to drink with us? And I'm like, no.
The amount of people when I first started going to Mojo's, and I'm still friends with them to this day, Greg, Jennifer, Kevin, that group, would constantly, hey, you want to come back to the house and party, have a few drinks? See you next Tuesday has never not been on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
No. Like, I have to work in the morning.
Yeah.
I can't come over and have a few beers with you.
Right.
But that doesn't happen very much anymore, to be honest with you.
Right. But, like, yeah, it's like, no, I'm not getting any type of, you know.
I think it's sweet she thinks that.
Yeah, that's cute.
Aww.
No,
You
I'm
think
a
other
nerd.
people like me besides you.
No, like,
I love when kids, you must get hit on all the time.
No.
And I'm like, no. Here's another thing, though, about dudes is some of them really just don't like funny women. Like, they are genuinely intimidated by them.
No, you know what's even funnier about dudes is once they find out that I'm a lesbian, then they really want to hang out with me.
Yeah, they do.
I've seen comedians, once they have that realization with you, like literally be like, oh, but I can change you.
Yeah, KB. You just haven't had the right comedian.
You haven't had the right
before.
Uncomfortable back massage from a sweaty white comedian, KB. And I want to be that sweat. No.
Tim's like, that was my reaction, actually.
But no.
Oh, go ahead.
No.
I was going to say, my initial reaction when I found out KB was a lesbian, I was like, damn, that's okay. He's still hilarious.
Yeah. And then we worked together for a while.
Yeah.
My reaction was like, hell yeah.
No, but there's a lot of guys that'll be like, oh yeah, and I'm like, dude, like, yeah, it honestly, but yeah, it usually is that, or it's like, oh, now I really want to hang out with you. Like, what do you want to hang out?
Yeah, how does that happen?
Like they end up wanting to be
how did
like,
that do it for you?
oh my God, like white dudes, once they find out I'm a lesbian, they want to hang out all the time. They're like, wait, you like
what
sports? You like
it's because they want a friend?
Yes, they want a friend. And I'm like a safe friend. Mm-hmm. In a multitude of facets. Mm-hmm. So, like, a lot of them just want to hang out all the time. All the time.
Yeah.
Like, they want to hang out. Like, oh, when, you know. And then by proxy, I become their other white guy friend's friend. And they want to hang out.
I was wondering what the, I guess the objective was.
And so then they'll be like, oh, like, yeah, my friend blah, blah, blah said, when are you coming to hang out again at blah, blah, blah. And it's like, and I'm like, dude, like, like, it's weird.
I've been that friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of their girlfriends like me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They do. A little too much, if you ask me.
Yeah. Some of their girlfriends be like, like, if he's hanging out with her, I trust that a little bit more. Than.
Some of my friends that have never met you but only listen to the podcast, they like you more than they like me. It happens. You know? I'm like...
Is this just about how likable KB is for pre-show?
Yeah, because it's Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month, y'all.
Happy Pride Month, KB.
Hey, can y'all stop going into Target?
Could you just don't go there? You know it's there. You know you go in mad. Okay?
Like it's Target. Like
also your obsession. Your obsession.
Like it's Target.
Did they?
It's Target. It's Target.
I don't go to Target, and I'm an ally. Like Target's too expensive for me. You know where I go to Target when I go into Target? I go into that first section right inside the doors. That's just like a couple bucks.
Like,
and then I turn my bag around.
Ain't no LGBTQ out here like protesting Farm and Fleet. We not out here protesting Menards because they got USA flags and "Don't Tread on Me" shirts and shit like that. Like, it's like, nah, I'm not buying that shit.
God,
so
it must
I don't
be
give
so
a shit.
Miserable.
Like, and I see that shit everywhere. Like, and I'm not like, well, why the fuck do they got this here? Like, I'm not making a rap song about
it. Makes me laugh. They're like going after stuff that's not even like LGBTQ. It's just simply if it has a fucking rainbow on it. And I'm like, like kids think rainbows are like dope, right?
And they're like,
because rainbows are kind of dope.
They are. They're messing with their children. And some of the shit, I'm like, that's not even for kids.
Right.
How you got a bottle of Stella Rosa?
That's why when people say shit at the dispensary when we got like pride fucking stickers out. I'm like, children don't come here, right? Like, oh, it's fucking everywhere. I'm like, yep, even in your weed.
Like,
Adele and I went to the library the other day, and as soon as you walk in, just a huge flag and a table with all these LGBT books. And I was like, dude, if conservatives went to the library, they'd be fucking enraged right now. If they had any idea what happens inside of libraries, they'd be like,
They
what the
only
fuck?
just started going to libraries for Drag Story out. They're
Yeah.
like, wait a minute.
I've never been here before. Wait, they got books in there?
I remember this back in kindergarten. The last time I paid attention in school.
The last time. That's where my education stopped. All right.
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten. Kindergarten.
Hey,
It's wild.
Hey,
It's
did you
wild.
see? Did you wait? Hold up. Here's the reason why I smoke, because they've been getting dunted on right back at them. These motherfuckers. Did you see the school district that banned the Bible and did?
No. Did
Yeah.
they not know it was the Bible? Is that what happened?
No, they set these guidelines.
Yeah,
for
they
books
set the
can't have.
guidelines, and people
Well,
were like, "Well, the
and they-
Bible." We talked about this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Bible.
We said,
falls
what if
under
you
that.
you would have to ban the Bible, and then motherfuckers said, yeah, we are actually going to do that. See, we be saving. We shout out to the Happy Corner podcast.
Hey, Happy Corner podcast
Podcast.
rated 86th in comedy podcast.
Okay. Let's start the podcast and get into it.
Oh,
What's up,
Oh wait,
Tyler?
hold up. We can, but hold on. Let me do my work.
yeah, let KB do her words. It's hard to.
But I'm just saying, like, I have a lot of reasons to smoke this week. Because what the fuck is that? I'm like, Chief, come on now. Like, y'all wasn't shopping at Target in the first place.
No.
It's Target.
You went to Target just strictly to get mad.
Yeah.
Strictly to get mad. And also, like, the one about the bathing suits that's binding and tuckable. Like,
The adult bathing suits.
the
that
adult
are-
ones, but also, like, do you realize you're being like, no, I want to see your genitals?
Stop making me laugh. I'm trying to come up with these words.
But, like, that's essentially what you're saying.
Yeah, and I'm like, how do y'all don't find that weird?
Yeah, you don't think
You
that's
don't think
weird?
you would think that's weird? that
You're the
you
ones
would
being
think
very
genitals?
obsessed with genitals.
Yeah.
You're like, come into my bathroom. I'm going to check your genitals at the door. You're like, holy shit.
That did happen in one of those states that had passed one of those laws, and they were like, no, this is a woman. And they're like, well, she's sure not dressed like it. And they're like, she has a vagina, this is a woman. But you're men. So we're not allowing you to check shit.
Yeah,
But,
what
and
are
then
you doing?
they kicked her out the bathroom.
People just want to pee.
And I'm like, dog, like, what are you, how?
I wish someone would. Okay, I'm gonna be very candid right now. Work on your words for a second. I don't like being in public. Okay, I don't like going to stores, and sometimes my anxiety makes it really difficult for me to go into places with a lot of people, right? and sometimes and this happens to people. This happens to plenty of people. But the second you step into a store, you're like, my tummy hurts. And I cannot imagine going into the bathroom with my tummy hurting and someone stopping me to ask me questions about what I carry in my pants. I'd be like, I'm about to shit on. Can you just let me shit?
You know what I'm about to be carrying in my pants?
A fucking load if
But
you
like-
don't let me in here, bro.
But like, how you gonna be like?
Trust me, I don't
we
want to be
our
in here either.
freedoms. We want our freedoms. We want our right to this, to that, to this. But you don't want the rights to your private parts.
No.
Like you don't. Like that's odd to me. Like I'm checking. Hey, if that's the case, every old white dude drop trial. We need to check. Drop them.
We need to see what's going on.
I need to
here.
see what's going on. I need to
For
make sure-
science.
Yeah. You need to make sure that you are what you said you are.
You ready?
Are we ready? And those
Let me give Timmy the words. Do you want to read the words first before we start? You want to get prepared?
Yeah, I let Adele peek at the words too,
That's fair.
so she can help. We got some giggles, so I know they're good ones.
I didn't know what to do, but I did them. Mine just happened to a little bit go together. That must be KB's.
Yeah. Right.
Am I drinking today? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Okay. Baby.
Are we
Little
ready?
baby drinks.
All right, let's get this pod started in 5, 4.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It is. Just what the doctor ordered. We do pull up a chair. It's the happy corner.
Welcome to the Happy Corner podcast with KB
And Aimee.
and
To be.
I was like, if you don't play along, I swear to God.
I tried so hard.
and
Ooh.
that's a nice
She's
little
got a-
vibrato.
She's
right
got a
there.
good singing voice.
That's beautiful. And Adele as well.
Why you had to add on to
A little bit.
a little Beyonce over here.
Yeah, just a tiny bit. I needed some attention. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
You're good. You sounding good. Welcome to the Happy Corner podcast. We out chill.
We are.
We out chill.
It's a hot one.
It's a hot one.
Like Rob Thomas once said.
It's a hot one.
Like 7 inches
It's
from the midday sun.
My sister just saw Matchbox 20.
Yeah, how was it?
She said it was an awesome, fun show.
They're really fun.
Yeah.
Like they just a lot of people like make fun of them on TikTok. And then Matchbox 20 as a band stitches it and like shows their reaction.
Yeah.
They're cool dudes.
Yeah.
They're like,
Does
just
he
make
still
fun of
look
them.
like a little baby bird?
He a little bit, yeah. And I think he watched one where someone said that, and he's like, I do, yeah. Like he's real.
That
cool.
person watched the Happy Corner. 'cause
yeah,
that was-
they know.
You know who's great on Twitter is the band Eve 6. And I'm pretty sure it's the lead singer that runs it.
Yeah.
But he like refers to himself as the heart in a blender guy. But then he'll just like also dunk on like bands from the 90s.
Nice.
It's pretty funny. If you try to like tweet at him and like talk shit, he'll retweet it and play it. Like it's pretty funny.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. There's a lot of like older bands like that do like the dude
Don't
from
take themselves too seriously.
is it the Verve Pipe or the Verve? Who did the Freshman?
Ding, ding, ding.
When we were young, we knew everything.
The Verve.
I mean, I do. She a bug who rarely ever took it back.
And now we're guilt-stricken, sobbing with our hands on the ground.
I think that
Stomping, baby, in a shoe full of rice.
I feel like that song came out around the time I was a freshman because we had a music class and it was like you pick a song and dissect it, and I'd say probably half of the class chose
That song.
Chose that song. It's a dark song.
Very dark.
But that dude goes to karaoke joints and sings his own song.
That's hilarious.
And nobody ever knows it's him. And he's just like, thanks, one guy. Sometimes people get really into it because if you hear that song, like you're probably going to sing along to it.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know? And so like he was like, a couple bars. But like he even shows the ones where like nobody's fucking paying attention to this dude.
I wonder if anyone's ever gone up to him and been like, bro, I fucking hate that song.
And if I ever came in contact with the lead singer of that band,
I'd punch him straight in the mouth.
right in the mouth, bro.
That being said, you fucking crushed it, bro. Fucking loved it, man.
Oh man, karaoke. What a time.
I can't do the karaoke shit. I can't. Like I've gone and done it and I've just realized that I don't like it. Like I don't. The mix of people who really are trying to sing and the people who are just having fun with it,
Oh man.
and then the people who like are just obnoxious with it.
The people that are actually good singers and they're like, watch me now.
Yeah, like
There was 2 of those
It's too-
women
it's-
in one night,
It's
and I was like, this is awkward.
it dances on my nerves a little bit too much for me.
We went. There used to be a karaoke night right next door to Mojo's after the open mic,
Yes.
and we went once. I think we both had the day off the next day, and I think you had court.
I did have
If
court
I'm
the
not
next day.
mistaken.
Yeah, that is exactly what it was.
And
And I
so-
was like, we're going out tonight because tomorrow is either going to be really good or really bad.
Right.
So we're going to go do karaoke, and I'm going to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was I walked in there. I'm like, this is. Sometimes you see someone who is like so into it and so good at it, but you're not like, wow, they're amazing. You're like, this is
It's kind of sad.
Do you?
Yeah,
There
that's
is
the reason why I don't like
there
it.
is a guy there in the because the karaoke scene is a scene,
Yes.
Yeah.
right? So there are people that like will walk into a bar, any karaoke bar, and people will be like, "Hey, Ronnie!" Like
Yeah.
he's the famous karaoke. He's got his own microphone. He's David Sitko of comedy. Of
He does crowd
karaoke.
work. Yep.
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 Yep. Yeah, there is one of those. Great voice. But I'm like, what a way to be like locally famous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being locally famous is it's such a weird concept. Like I work with a guy who is locally famous, like literally in his town. That's it.
For what? Because locally famous
that's
for
the thing.
what?
That's the thing. Like being a chef.
Okay.
Like, he fucking knows everybody. He just knows everybody to a point where he's like, I don't fucking know some of these people. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I hate when that happens, honestly. And people will constantly just come up to you and start a conversation with you that they had already been having in their head.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're like off the cuff, like, hey, that thing we talked about, and you have no fucking idea
Yeah.
who they are. That is a really awkward thing to encounter.
No, I like when people walk up to you. So about the blah blah blah, and you're like, what?
What?
What are you talking about?
Imagine how often that happens to me at the dispensary because I am telling people all the time, like, oh, no, I actually haven't tried that. You're going to have to tell me how it is.
Yeah.
Right? And they'll come in like 2 weeks later and be like, oh, yeah, so that was fantastic. And I'm like, what?
Well, yeah, because to them that was just like a direct conversation
Yeah.
they had with
Yeah.
their bud tender.
Yeah.
And that's
But I've had that
was part of-
conversation with.
To you, that was like
Yeah.
one in a
One-
thousand
yeah.
interactions. That you're
So I
like,
have to just be like, oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Was it? What did it do? How was it?
and how do you pronounce the name of it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like Purple Crush, and you're like, oh,
Oh, right.
I knew.
right.
Right.
I thought it was
I thought it was like Propel.
per play.
Purple.
Per play. Crush.
It's actually cruise. The H is silent.
My bad. Oh, goodness gracious. Did you have a good week?
I had an awesome week.
Yeah.
So I had an awesome week. It was a dope ass week.
Yeah.
Comedy wise.
Yeah.
So like I was chilling at work and the booker at the Comedy Vault was like, hey, this comedian is looking for a feature, send me a clip. And I was like, all right, how long you need or whatever. And when she sent me the name is Adam Conover, I was like, wait a minute, is that?
Adam ruins everything.
Yeah.
I fucking love that dude.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big deal.
And I was like, that is.
That's kind of a perfect match.
And so I was like, oh my God. And then I realized the clip that I had up was 8 minutes and I needed a 20-minute clip. So I'm at work, like uploading the clip, like,
Shuffling.
please.
Need it.
I need it like now. And it's like 35 minutes. I'm like, I need to get this over now.
Damn.
And so then I got it over. And then I sent
And then
it over.
booked it.
No. And then it was like I didn't hear anything and I was like, oh, so maybe no.
Uh-oh.
Because I had told my girlfriend, I was like, no, I don't think I got it because I didn't hear anything back. And she was like, oh, you never know. And I was like, nah, I think like within a day or two, they would figure it out. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was at work, and then Friday, and then the booker, Liz, hit me up like, yo, Adam's people said yes to you. And I was like, word? And then she was like, yeah. And she was like, I'm fucking stoked. I was like, I am too. And so, like, I had that day, and then I had to hit up the homie, Patty Vasco. I was like, hey, I know I was supposed to do your show, but I need to. And she's like, yeah, you want to do the Pride show? And then on the 22nd, and I was like, yeah. And she was like, absolutely. Like, and it was like, she was really supportive or whatever.
It's awesome.
And so it was like an awesome week because I didn't expect shit. Like, I was like, wow, I don't have like all these dates filled out. Like, man, it'd be great to get some more on the calendar, you know? And that happened. And I kind of wasn't even mad at like when I thought I didn't get it. Like, I wasn't like, oh, fuck. It was like, oh, all right, cool. Like, and I was like, at least she has my clips now or whatever, you know, like, whatever. And then when she hit me back, I was like, holy shit.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Like, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So yeah, I had
tickets to that.
I had a good. It was a good comedy week because I was feeling a little. You know how like when you're like, man, I feel like I should have more shows on the docket.
Girl, you're talking to me. You're talking to me and Timmy. Like, this is the least amount of comedy I've done since I've been doing comedy. Like, well, pandemic doesn't count. But, like, no, yeah. Me working as much as I work really affects my ability to, you know, go out. And I mean, this coming week is 200% more shows than I've done. Than I've done in a while. So I am stoked and also so fucking nervous. I'm so nervous. But I like that because that's usually when I do pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. Tim, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. We are roasting each other on Wednesday.
I think the reactions to us roasting each other have been pretty comical.
Yeah.
Our family was like,
oh, I told my mom and she said, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did our sister-in-law also say,
and she was like, wait, you guys are you're in a roast battle together, but are you like roasting each other? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, I would never go see that. She's like, I would never want to see that.
Our sister-in-law said that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think she doesn't want to see that and also doesn't want to have to pick.
Right.
Yeah.
I told mom that if they post clips on the internet, she will never know about it.
Okay.
Because we're not going to tell her.
Okay.
So I think we're both going to say some things.
Okay. I was going to be really nice to you the whole time.
Yeah.
Actually.
Oh, yeah.
I thought this was a kill him with kindness battle.
Right.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. Gaslight you into thinking.
I was going to be like, here's some of the roasts I wrote. Aimee is so pretty. And then the crowd's going to be like, how pretty is she?
Aimee's so pretty that...
Actually, that would be a dope roast. the backhanded complimented type of roast.
Yeah.
Where you
I have a little bit of
a
a double roast in the pocket, like a self roast and a Timmy roast, like at the same time, that I thought might be a little bit of fun. We'll see.
I did a roast show against friend of the show, David Sitko, and there were 3 rounds, but they had themes, and so one of them was like you had to roast in an accent.
Oh,
not good.
Oh,
not good.
Oy.
Especially because I went first, and
what did you try?
I tried. Well, they give you the accent.
Oh, fuck!
No.
They give you the accent, and they say, but don't like be
racist.
Then why are we even doing
Right.
it?
Yeah, then we can't
Right,
do this.
Right. And it was even presented to us like, yeah, this is one that we don't. Because every couple of like roasting, they get 3 different themes.
Okay.
So our 3 themes were different than the next roaster's 3 themes.
Sure.
So he was kind of like, yeah, this isn't one we just kind of give out to anyone because it was kind of like, oh, here's be respectful.
But luckily, both of you had accents that were not racist accents.
Correct.
What was that? English and Australian?
I was Australian and he was, and I tried, and then it tried to incorporate the roast, and that failed miserably.
Mm-hmm.
And then David Sitko just sat there and then roasted me, and then every like 3 or 4 roasts be like, isn't it? And then was just like, oh, Timmy's so dumb, blah 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 blah. Timmy's so blah blah blah, da da da
That's
da da.
hilarious.
And then he's
Isn't
like,
it?
governor.
Governor. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
That's
but
hilarious.
if you got the English accent, isn't that precisely what you would have done?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, exactly. I get it.
So
I get it. Shout out to Ted for subbing 29 months in a row.
is that legal?
I don't think that's legal.
Yeah, he should be arrested.
Also says, I haven't seen a room from the stage in ages. Thrilled to see you in a lineup. Thank you.
I
Also
just saw the lineup for that show Thursday.
Yeah. I already knew it. KB told me. And I was like, I am honored.
Yeah, you should be.
I am
That's
honored.
That's a lot.
I have a huge honer right now.
Yeah.
And I am honored. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited. So I'm trying to be prepared.
Be prepared.
Right. Actually like write out what I'm doing. Maybe not smoke so much weed that day.
You're talking for Thursday, right?
Mhm.
Not for Wednesday.
Wednesday, you want me to be super baked.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
No. And then Tuesday is the first see you next Tuesday of this year.
Car
that
show?
the car show is going up.
Oh, I'm like, no, it's not.
Wait, what?
How high are you?
I just been really high this whole time. Yeah, hey, we get comments sometimes about audience or lack thereof.
Tim's been a little sensitive about this, and I don't blame him. But there's been a trend of like comedians. KB, we'll get there, right? And there's already comedians there, which is whatever. But we're literally like unpacking and setting up, and people will start being like, "Well, no audience tonight, huh?"
Guess we're just performing our jokes in front of our comedian friends.
We're just
Yeah. You know what? Comedians, stop doing that shit.
yeah.
That's so fucking annoying. Like let people get settled and shit, and
We have a whole like hour before we're starting, man.
not everybody is excited as you, boo boo.
Yeah.
I was like, can we
Like-
wait until like the mic allegedly starts at 8:30? Can we give it till 8:15
To start being
until we
Like-
start complaining, please?
Like our show at SNF, like comedians will be like, "Oh, it's looking a little light," and then next thing you know, at like 7:55,
Yes.
our entire audience
Yes.
comes in. It's like, nah, Chief, like you just got like the
you just gotta wait
audience,
for the people.
the
Sometimes.
people,
They'll show up.
they'll show up. They just not about to be sitting here. What they gonna be sitting here early for?
Right. Right.
Like, actually, no. Thank you for showing up at like 8:10, 8:15.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate you.
Because these thirsty motherfuckers is just taking up space anyway.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Like, how can people get comfortable down there if y'all just
Oh God, that just,
comedian central?
it
You know what I'm
reminded
saying?
me. I have to have that fun, awkward conversation with comics too about like, all right, try to keep all the comics at the bar. We don't need one comedian sitting at a 4 top.
Yeah.
And then like 4 people come down and they're like, oh, I guess there's nowhere to sit.
Right.
And it's like, nope,
Yeah, I
everybody.
hate
move,
having to go
everybody
tell comedians like, "Can you move?
Well, dude, I've
Do
had
you
like
want an audience?"
I've had comedians like push back on me, and I have to be like, okay, well, do you want a crowd of non-comedians to perform in front of, or do you want to just perform in front of comedian friends?
I don't know. I can't. It's an open mic, man. It's not always going to be ideal. I know that our open mic's really good. It's just that sometimes it's just not going to be.
Yeah.
Like that. It's an open mic. You know.
And with y'all, sometimes it just be like, just wait.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes it might not be that first half hour that the mic start. It might get popping at 9:15.
Yep.
And that crowd is rocking with the comedians and letting, you know what I'm saying? Like, have patience, because that's the thing about like y'all's mic during the summer is that I noticed that honestly you really want to go up at like between 9:30, 10,
Mm-hmm.
10, 15.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like, that's the power time during the summer. You know what
Sure.
I'm saying? The fun time where the audience is really rocking,
Mm-hmm.
where the sun is finally down and they like, oh, we want to continue partying, enjoying, having a good time. Let's go check out some free comedy.
Yep.
You know, like
I'm gonna have to paper the car show. I'm gonna have to. I hate doing it.
Yeah.
You got stuff.
Well, maybe you can offer someone a beer or two to go do it.
I'll be like, hey, Luca, you can play a lot. Go
Luca,
turn on
you
the
love
charm.
talking to people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Turn on the charm.
Yeah.
Give this to some potential audience
Mm-hmm.
members.
Yeah, that would be great. I'm sure we could
And
bribe
they-
somebody with beer.
or in exchange for what slot you want,
Or
Oh,
that.
shit.
Yeah,
That's
that
true.
might be good.
especially for some of them.
Yes.
Like, hey,
Yeah. Oh, it'll be a fun summer. It'll be a fun summer, I hope. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
I feel like multiple words have been hit. I am really not paying that good of attention. And that's on me.
That was you. I was like, am I having a stroke?
You hear music.
Yeah.
has
I was
some
very
Anderson
confused.
.Paak.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I was getting it, but like, I did not know where it was coming from.
Yeah, I was like, crazy.
I'm like, damn, my brain music is very loud today.
Turn that brain down.
It was like my body knew I was rolling, so it was like, let's put on some mood music, but
Yeah.
really low.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hey, you remember that thing I told you about Miss Rhonda? I put in my last 4 digits of my social security number. So yesterday, in fact, I was like, I started a thing. I was hungry, and the day before was really rough, and I was like, hey, we should get pizza. I know that I usually am like, pizza's not gonna fix anything, but right now I use some motherfucking pizza, right? And so I started like kind of telling my coworkers like, you want pizza, right? Y'all into pizza?
Yeah.
So it got going. And someone finally came around and was like, okay, we're not gonna buy you pizza. But like, if you'd like to like put in like $5, we'll go get a bunch of pizzas. And I'm like, all right, cool. And I was willing to put in extra money for people who did not have cash on them. So I had to stop at the ATM. And right as I'm at the ATM, she comes in. As I'm typing in.
The last 4 of your social security. Right?
And one of my coworkers is at the door, and she's at a register, and I'm like, I'm putting in the last 4 digits of my social security number. It was just the best timing in the world. It was the best. I had seen her since then too. She like complimented my earrings, my nails. She was like super. And I'm like, did you forget how mad you were at me? My coworker was like, you should have been like, maybe it's not the last 4. Give me the first 4.
Maybe it's your mom's maiden name.
Yep. I thought it was funny. I also may have an update on bad advice from last week.
Oh, really?
Very short and sweet letter, and I could read it off the top of my head.
I let her listen to it, and now we're not together anymore.
It's, dear KB, Aimee, and Timmy, she broke up with me.
Was that?
Yes, that was it. She broke up with him.
Wow.
Because she heard the podcast.
I doubt that, but it's fine. I think it was for the best, you know. Part of me does hope she heard it.
And she's like, really?
I just can't get over like the volume thing. Like I almost imagine her like he drops the load and she's like, "Hold on, let me count the sperm here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10, 11, 12, 13.
The volume one killed me.
You holding out on me, hey?
And it was specifically because he's like, I jerked off that morning. Like it wasn't as much. Like I just jerked off that morning.
You needed that release.
Right.
Bro, hey, it's in the best interest of both of y'all that y'all.
And he probably didn't want to nut quickly.
Yeah.
probably wanted to pace himself a little bit.
Yeah, I told you that, but I would just want to say I thought my advice was really good of that pregnancy scare. Fuck up her world. Fuck up her world a little bit.
It is bad advice. I can't imagine. I don't need to check how much was there. That's not a necessity of mine.
And it's not even like dudes can. Well, it's not even like people can really even check how much a woman when she orgasms. Like, how do you catch all that? Like, would you have to orgasm standing up so that it?
Into a cup?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't put down a towel so I can judge the size of the puddle.
That's a good way of
Puddle's
doing
not
it.
big enough.
Yeah.
That puddle.
Well, because the puddle could be misleading. Because there's never mind.
There's a lot of factors here. All right.
Like, what type of fabric is?
How absorbent? You know.
Is
What color is it?
is all of it?
How much is on your person?
Is all of it?
I'm saying.
Orgasm? Is it
You
all?
know it's
You
not.
Okay.
You know it's not. And it's okay. We're just all learning that we don't mind pee a little bit. That's what's happening.
I was thinking something else, but my specialty.
Okay. Are you looking at me right now?
What?
Hey, did you notice how nice Timmy's haircut is?
Nah. Just kidding. Adele did a great job.
Adele, you
She cut his hair.
I'll take the headphones off.
Yeah, do a little.
For just the listeners, this is amazing podcasting.
Look at how short his hair is.
wow.
Wow.
And then I got the undercut.
When he puts
Oh,
it.
you got the undercut. I like
Yeah,
that.
I like
All
the
the way around.
undercut.
That's cute.
He had the undercut back in the day. Back in the day.
So you didn't lose all of your beautiful, luscious hair.
When he puts his hair to the side, like when you just let it flow down.
Because you were looking.
He's very 90s Tiger Beat boy, like writer.
Yeah, he was looking. Yeah, you were looking a little Chris Bongad-ish, like the Italian version.
Yeah, I could see it. But yeah, I think he looked like a
Like, you
like a
just need
90s
little-
heartthrob.
That's what I was going for.
A little
Yeah.
nose piercing.
Yeah. I was like, Google JTT.
I recently I was showing some of my coworkers my photos from my wedding
Yeah.
because they did not believe that I got married. They're like, "No, you didn't."
There was a group of comedians outside of Mojo's a few weeks ago that they were like,
You think
weren't
I'm
married."
incapable of marriage,
Right.
fellas?
I was
Come
like, I did the wedding. I crushed my set. It was
You
a good
did.
set.
Great set.
Yeah. And you had to show like the photographic evidence.
So I'm showing photo, and I was like, okay, you're gonna see a lot of people you know, but like they look very different. Like the pictures of you, KB, when I showed them, like the people that know you were like, oh my god, she's so gorgeous, da-da-da-da-da. Right? And then I was like, okay, well you got to prepare to see Timmy. I'm like, he's in a suit, he has very short hair, and they're like, how short? I'm like, oh, short, like doesn't even stand up, it's laying flat. And all of them prematurely were like, ew. Ew. And I was like, don't say that. You're going to regret it. And so I pulled up a picture of Timmy and gasps. Oh my God, he looks so handsome. And I'm like, I fucking told you. He looks good. He could do anything with that hair. He's just got good hair.
It's good hair.
You look cute. I
Thank
like
you.
it. Very nice.
Good job, Adele.
Adele crushed it.
Shout out to Adele. She taking appointments. No, I'm just, I'm just saying. I'm just.
So funny you say that because we had the conversation and she was very specifically like, I only do family's hair. And they're honestly lucky that I do that much. Which I get.
No, I get
Is
you.
hair your least favorite thing to do? Yeah.
Because of the customers. Like, people suck.
Well, also that's just a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna tell me exactly what you want, but actually, I'm sure a lot of people don't even tell you exactly what they want, and then they get mad at you when you don't get their vision or some shit. Hair, that's a lot of fucking pressure. And I wouldn't want to do it.
Now, my mom was really good at doing hair.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, my cousins would always want her to do.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, for her, she was like, I'll do my daughter's hair, but I'm not trying to do all of you guys' hair.
It's a lot.
Like,
yeah.
it's, you know, and especially with braiding and,
Mm-hmm. It's a lot.
you know, like,
yeah.
that's time. That's some time.
It is.
And especially on kids, if they're tender-headed and you trying to braid and part and, nah. No. Can't do it. So, yeah, you got a word, apparently. That's where we at. That's where we left off.
All right. I know I tried to deflect with Timmy's hair.
Yeah, I ain't forgot, bitch. I ain't forgot.
What did I say?
What did you say?
A lot of things. Was it like that,
Close.
this?
Okay.
Okay, good. What?
Okay.
It's okay? KB, what the fuck? God, I was a little more vague with your
Wait a-
words. Is it words? Words? Okay, words? Why did I suggest this?
You shouldn't have. Just do 2 little baby shots.
I will.
Major baby.
That's one of them. And I'll just add the second one.
There you go.
More got on the paper and then I got on.
Again, not paying much attention. There's a very good chance KB said one of her words.
Yeah, I feel like I would have noticed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll give you a signal. I'll go.
Yeah, okay. Perfect. Yeah, pay attention now because I got to pee.
Oh, all right. Thanks, KB. Playing like that. Now I know.
No, I wasn't trying to play like that, but then
What is that? What were you trying to play like? Maybe she wouldn't say okay. And then when she didn't hit that word, she definitely wouldn't have mentioned
said
words.
words.
Why wouldn't I?
Because I didn't think you would say words again. Because we had already turned in our words.
I could have easily been like, we're doing words today.
But you didn't.
Right. But I said it just now, right after I said, okay. It's fine. I'll remember this. These are things I will remember.
See, you try to see. You ain't got to go down the road of pettiness, Aretha. Because you know she was a petty bitch.
First of all, you know how I feel about petty bitches. You know I love them.
Hey, speaking of petty bitches, all right. So Taylor Swift is in town.
Yes, she is. You're not a Swiftie, are you?
No.
Okay.
Gee, motherfuckers got in line for merch. Like, $4 a.m., 5 a.m. in the morning.
For merch?
Yeah,
No.
the
Where
merch.
Where
line.
was her concert?
I think Wrigley.
Wrigley. Okay.
Are you talking about T Swizzy?
Yeah.
I'm surprised Sterling wasn't.
Or Soldier. Where's she?
It might have been Soldier, but there were definitely people lined up for like hours upon hours before they even opened the doors, and then there was people just outside of the venue, just listening because they
Yeah.
get tickets.
Right. Right. I had to get like educated on Taylor Swift. Now I'm good. Not willingly, but like we got thrown into the conversation because a comedian I love and adore is a Swiftie. You want it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Here, I can pass it around.
I got educated on her fandom by the podcast sounds like a cult. So there's that.
Somebody sent me a TikTok that kind of perfectly summarizes Taylor Swift to me. It's POV. You're trying to get into Taylor Swift music to see what all the hype is about.
But when I was 15, when it all begun, did it ever cross your mind that maybe you should run? I guess not, because there you were standing like. But when I was 15.
Like, I'm like, and people in the comments are like, and they just insist that you haven't heard the right song yet. And I'm like, it all sounds like that to me. Like I got told like the hidden meanings of shit.
They'll be like, no, because see, that song is about how
This represents that and da 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 da. And I'm
Timmy,
like,
did you want to keep that?
Yeah, I
verse?
was just
oh yeah,
passing it to you.
that's okay.
Like, it's like, fam, hold up. Like, why do I need to know why do I need a prequel to a 2.5-minute song?
I know it's a lot.
Like, why did I need to go to a gossip site to read this specific thing that they wrote about this thing to be able to understand what the fuck she's talking about in this song? That is absurd.
I can't. It's too much to keep up with.
Like, I don't
like I
care
can't
that
do
much.
research on my music. Like
This is not this bitch is like an anime character. Like, no, I'm not going through this.
It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Like, no. She out here playing D&D with reality. I
Holy
can't do
shit.
it. No.
And her fans
They're nuts.
whew. They're like, well, this song is obviously about this. And when she says this, she actually means this. And it represents when Jake Gyllenhaal did that thing.
Like, the stands of, like, other artists, you know, they stand hard and they be dumb and ignorant as fuck. But primarily, all their whole thing is she that bitch. That, like, it is, like, that is that. Her fans are a little weird to me.
Yeah.
Cause
There's some normal Swifties.
No, I'm talking about stands.
But the stands are
stands.
yes,
Her
right.
stands are to a different degree.
Oh, they're wild. They'll get us canceled right now for talking about it.
You know, they to a different degree. That's some
I'm saying.
Scientology shit.
It kind of is. What did you learn on the podcast? That it's a cult?
It shares a lot of the same characteristics
Of a cult.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was an article about how Swifties, like the stands, will wear diapers so they don't miss anything. No.
They review bombed a Netflix show because it had a joke about one of the characters had more ex-boyfriends or goes through relationships faster than Taylor Swift or has more ex-boyfriend and they review bombed it and it did not get picked up for a second season.
Interesting.
No word.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've talked about this before.
Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't realize that. That's y'all. I don't have enough fucks to give to do something like that.
I know.
Like, if they this crazy about, how are they about in their own life? Like, if somebody, like, quote unquote screws them over,
Wrongs them, yeah. They're fucked.
Are they like slashing
They're about to
tires
lose everything.
and
I don't give a shit.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
cause that's kind of unhinged.
It is.
That's weird as fuck.
I have Malort in me right now.
So you want a snack?
I do. Please.
Well,
If your hunger's on a budget and you don't know what to do, check out the Dollar Tree Snack Review.
Actually, it's $1.25 now.
I mean the $1.25 Tree Snack Review.
We should have a shirt that just says "Hactually."
it's $1.25 now. You're in for a treat.
I love a treat.
If you're
Nope, that was the wrong button. You get to hear me sing again. Just kidding.
You're in for a treat.
We got Mrs. Fields chocolate chips, baby.
Yeah.
This box is at Dollar Tree. There is 3 individually wrapped cookies inside.
Dang.
So everybody gets a cookie because we bought a second box, so I have my own cookie.
Like, that math ain't mathin'.
Don't worry about that. And then to wash it down, I just realized this is strawberry kiwi flavored lemonade by a little company called Front Porch.
Nice.
And we did, down. I don't have cups for you,
That's
so. We did their pink lemonade yesterday. And it was very good. I liked it a lot. So, did we try the strawberry kiwi? I think we did. I think we liked it. And then, I mean,
Didn't shake it.
Mrs. Fields is, I mean, come on. Little shaky ASMR. It's liquid.
It certainly is. Smell test.
Mrs. Fields, I could eat 100 of these cookies
They're very good.
right now. Very soft.
Right now, they're tasting a little floury to me.
Yeah.
Are they?
Is that a thing? Yeah. Still good. But I don't know if this is going to make sense. It tastes
It's giving.
it tastes a lot like raw cookie dough.
Do you think it's not cooked long enough, or?
I'm just glad that makes sense. You're like, it is cookie dough. Like, it's cookie. But it tastes like raw cookie. It doesn't taste like, and maybe that's what they're going for.
Yeah.
But if I want raw cookie dough, I'm going to eat some raw cookie dough.
It's fully cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Definitely.
it's just that I get what you're saying. Like,
Yeah. Maybe the dollar store ones are like the reject Mrs. Fields that didn't pass inspection or something.
for $1.25 to get 3 of these.
That's a good deal.
That's a good deal.
Yeah. It's just not my favorite.
I wonder if you're right though, because I feel like they get batteries that they are only allowed to sell.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they get like reject Energizer batteries that can only be sold at Dollar Tree.
Yeah. I feel like this is not exactly what a regular Mrs. Fields cookie tastes like from a regular store that's not the dollar store.
Right. Yeah, there's this weird lowering of the bar when it comes to snacks from Dollar Tree.
Correct.
Where you're like, well, yeah, it doesn't taste like as good as what it's supposed to taste like,
Right.
but
Right.
it did cost me $5 out the door.
The lemonade is very, very sweet.
Yeah.
Very sweet.
It's one of those 2.5 servings per container.
Mm-hmm.
So the total sugar is like
This would be
45
good
grams.
to freeze
Mhm.
into ice cubes and put into like a water.
That.
So it's very diluted.
Yeah.
That would
I
be
think
very
that would be pretty good.
You know, I'm always interested in like what is the kiwi flavor?
Like what are they using for
Yeah.
the kiwi flavor?
Like what are they like and it's always with strawberry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's never any
And it's with lemon. Like so what does the kiwi flavor?
honestly, I don't really even taste the kiwi in it.
Exactly. So why you
That should just be strawberry lemonade.
Yeah. I don't think that they really use kiwi for anything.
They did
You
have
guys
a-
have the same one?
Yeah. They did have a pomegranate. But we skipped the pomegranate because we didn't see that it was kiwi. That we thought it was just strawberry.
nonetheless, it's pretty tasty. It's $1.25, right?
Concentrated kiwi juice and concentrated strawberry juice. and like obviously a shit ton of sugars. Only contains 3% juice. Yeah, it is so sweet.
After having Snapple Apple,
Oh God, you just can't beat it.
Yeah, Snapple Apple like nailed it on the flavor.
Honestly, that one was good. I've been getting a case every week since. Yeah, 6 packs at Walmart.
so I'm gonna give Mrs. Fields cookie that taste that you kind of identified is exactly what is kind of throwing me for a loop.
I almost want to buy Mrs. Fields from somewhere else
Yeah.
and do a comparison.
Ooh.
Ooh,
I will put in for that. I'll go buy
That
those.
would be some good.
These are milk
bonus.
chocolate chip cookies. I
Yeah.
will find those.
Yeah.
And we'll do a little taste test to see if there's a difference. I'm curious. Maybe they all taste like that and I don't remember it.
Maybe they changed the formula.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's very possible.
No.
that happens a lot.
Yep. I know we had Butterfingers the other day, the little mini Butterfingers.
Yeah.
I was like, these do not taste.
They're very different. They are not the same. Butterfingers are not the same as they used to be. And I know like your taste changes, but no. This was for real.
So for the cookie, I give it 3 out of 5 quarters.
75 cents.
Yeah, that's fair. A quarter
because,
cookie.
Yeah, because the pricing for 3 is good, but one, the singular packaging of 3 in that box is absurd.
It's so much waste.
And 2, the flavoring is just a little bit.
It's just off.
It's off, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
For the juice, I'm always more lenient on beverages for some
Same.
reason.
It's a good amount of juice.
Yeah.
And for my idea for it, I think that bottle could go a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give that the 5.
Yeah, I'll give them a full 5.
Yeah.
It's a good amount of juice. It would make some good ice cubes for a nice summery drink. Can you imagine just like sitting outside with a nice cool beverage?
Yeah.
This as ice cubes.
Yeah.
Smoking a joint. That's what I
Yeah.
say. That's what a little umbrella in your drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with your rating. The cookie is just off. We're gonna do a taste test in 2 weeks from now, I think, and we're gonna compare those.
I've been getting a surprising amount of Dollar Tree gossip the last couple of times we've gone to Dollar Tree.
Please
'Cause
tell me.
You remember, because first they said a few customers I heard ask if the Dollar Tree by the mall has opened back up yet
Oh,
because they had to close down because they could not keep employees.
that seems to be a Dollar Tree trend.
Yeah.
So the manager of that Dollar Tree spoke on that trend.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that basically they advertise this job as a retail job. But every week they get a truck in with like 20,000 pieces and expect these people to unload the truck.
Right.
And she's like, that's warehouse work.
Right.
You're not going to be getting anybody at $12 an hour to come in here and do warehouse work. Especially if they're like, dude, I worked warehouse. Fuck that shit. I want to work retail.
Yeah.
So that ain't it.
Yeah.
So they're not retaining people. She said that men quit significantly faster because of the mentality of like, I can just go to a warehouse.
Yeah, if I'm doing this.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what. And the $1 tree that I go to, they like it'll be one person on a register because everybody else has to stock shit.
Yep.
Like, and then there's a line to back where they're stocking shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what, and she spoke on that, and what happens is people will get frustrated, they'll get impatient, and instead of being like, well, I'll just put all this stuff back, they're like, I'm going to walk out the door with all my shit.
Damn.
And a lot of people who work retail know most retail places have a policy where it's like, yeah, you don't chase
No,
shoplifters.
you just let them go.
But this store manager is so frustrated, and they get bonuses based off of their shrink, their inventory. If their shrink is under a certain percentage, they'll get a bonus. She said the last time they inventoried her store, she was negative 42,000 pieces,
Oh my God.
which is just people walking right out with shit. I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to do the Dollar Tree sneak review.
It's the point.
Because I feel like a Dollar Tree revolution is on the horizon.
Yeah.
Might be. Might be. Damn. Yeah, I feel bad. I do feel like I don't often see the same people in the Dollar Tree working. There's a couple of main people. But there's always like, yeah, newer people in and out. That sucks.
Yeah.
There are always boxes in the aisle.
Yeah.
Always.
Oh, she said they're still putting away inventory from 2-3 weeks ago.
Damn.
That's how behind they are. So, I mean, obviously, it's Dollar Tree. They're keeping the doors open and the lights on, even with this amazing amount of shrink.
Right.
You know, when their employees are unloading trucks and doing that shit, they should be making warehouse wages. That's
Yeah.
warehouse work.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to do that all day, every day, but they do have to do it some of the day. On those days, pay them $18, $19 an hour.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what they deserve. And then when they go back in and stock shelves or do whatever, you can, you know, I'm sure they pay them the absolute minimum. And she even said, she's like, I can't keep employees if they can go to McDonald's and make 15 an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, 15 an hour ain't it? That ain't it either.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
But if that's a step up from what you're hiring at, you're fucked.
Mm-hmm.
You're popped if
They're going with the Amazon mentality. She straight up said that anyone in the line, she's like, we will hire you on the spot.
Damn.
If you fill out an application, we will hire you on the spot. I have 3 people coming in for interviews today, and they're all getting hired on the spot.
Wow.
Is how badly they
Barely
need
any
people.
questions asked. Can you start today? That's your interview.
The CEO of Dollar Tree made $10.2 million last year.
$10.2 million is what the CEO made.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no way that he can afford to pay his employees.
That's more than the CEO of my company made, and they pay what they claim is a living wage. A lot more than $12 an hour.
Right. Right.
But it still is not actually a living wage.
It's never enough. Not until it is, and it never will be. You know? You know? All right.
revolution.
It's coming. It's coming. Damn. Stealing from the Dollar Tree.
Dropping. But you know what though? Like in France, everybody was like, "Fuck this." Y'all want to play games? Everybody stopped working.
What did they want to do? They wanted to raise retirement age like 2 years.
Yeah.
And France was like, nope.
And then Macron did it anyway.
Jesus. I don't want to work the rest of my life.
Hell no. Hell no. I don't even want to work tomorrow, G.
No.
Like the rest of my life. I ain't
either.
trying to go in tomorrow.
I know.
I gotta be there.
Hate it. I hate it. On that note.
Two truths and a lie.
I didn't even have to ask.
Two truths and a lie.
You want to play a game?
Two truths and a lie. Two truths and a lie. Two truths and a lie. Two truths and a lie.
Ooh.
Two truths and a lie. 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 Remix. Two truths and a lie. Two truths and a lie. Two truths and a lie. And a lie and a lie.
Damn.
Two truths and a lie.
Yeah.
Two truths and a lie.
What?
Two truths and a lie and a lie and a lie.
Sometimes.
Two truths and a lie.
Uh-huh.
Two truths and a lie.
What's up?
Two truths and a lie and a lie and a lie.
Sometimes.
Two truths and a lie.
Yup.
Two truths and a lie.
Uh-huh.
Two truths and a lie and a lie and a lie.
One
and a
time that
lie,
happened.
And a lie. And a lie.
It almost
and a
sounded.
lie.
Oh.
And a lie. 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 Aimee lie. Timmy lie. KB lie. We all lie. Tell the truth. We all truthful. Tell the truth. We all truthful. Timmy a liar.
Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck did you just say to me?
The end. That's fucking hilarious. That was my favorite version. That got me pumped. Pumped. Damn, that was
Those are
impressive.
hard peas with nothing in
That
between.
was holy shit. Hard peas.
Or nothing in between.
All right. What are we talking about today? It's summer things.
Yes.
Vacation.
Yes.
Anything summer related?
Yeah, whatever.
Sure.
Yeah.
Did everyone think of their lie? Just me? Oh no.
Y'all be trying it. I
Tim's
swear
acting too
to
suspicious
God.
already.
Okay.
I know.
This
what you're-
is how
know
I
what you're
normally act.
doing.
Sure.
All right, who wants to go first? Timmy, why don't you tell your lie first?
Okay. Really funny.
Real funny, guys.
My truth
Is thusly.
is this. When we moved into our new apartment, we did not have any kind of AC at all. And so the first summer that we lived there, I was like, I'm going to save a bunch of money and I'm not going to buy a window AC unit. I'm going to make this thing I saw on the internet.
Oh no.
And you take like a big circle fan and you get copper pipes and you like swirl it around the fan and then you like use zip ties to attach it, right? Do you know what I'm talking about?
A little bit, yeah.
And then you get a cooler
Mm-hmm.
and you get a filter like a pond filter, like a pump, I mean, and you put it in there and you pump the cold water into the copper pipes, right? And
Yeah.
then the fan blows
And it's cold there.
and it's cold air. And I'm like, hell yeah, dog. I'm gonna make one of those for cheaper than what a window AC would cost. And so I made one, and the first night I had it set up, basically what had happened was all the copper got a bunch of condensation on it,
Yep.
which then blew all over my bed. And between the fan and the pump, it was so loud that I slept through my alarm and was late to work the next day.
Idiot.
And I was like, this thing rocks.
Worth it.
I'll figure it out. And then basically, there was a comedian who for a little while slept on my bedroom floor. And one of the first nights he was there woke me up at like 12:30 in the morning to be like, we're going to Walmart to get an AC.
Oh,
Right.
it was that recent that you decided to fucking make that? I thought you were like 18,
Yeah,
19.
I thought too. Yeah.
No, this
that's
was
okay.
my new apartment. Or my new apartment.
Yeah,
This
you've
is
been
the
there for like
apartment I'm in.
fucking 10 years. But like, no, you said comedian. Like, so that wasn't that fucking, oh my God. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. KB, do you want to go? Or do you want me to go?
No, I can go.
Okay.
Mine is I because we went back to summertime shit,
Mm-hmm.
and so I was like, oh well, all of my adult summertime shit is kind of lame, so I went back to my kid shit, and I remember the year that I became famous in my neighborhood for ramp jumping.
Oh, hell yeah.
So did you guys, when you guys were little kids, did y'all like ever like make ramps
Yes.
and then jump?
I didn't
ramps and shit?
partake, but my friends did, and I watched. I was like the one cheering them on.
Yeah. And so growing up, like we were big into ramps, doing all that type of shit. Just evil Knievel, badass kid shit. No helmets, no none of that shit. And so I had got a new bike, and so we had been doing these jumps over kids, like other people's little siblings, like little 5-year-olds.
Right,
4-year-olds.
naturally.
So we had them lined up, like laying flat on their back, like. So they're laying
No.
flat on their back.
Mm-hmm.
And so my homie, well, not really my homie, but there was this other kid in the neighborhood, Dre. And he was like my kind of like, we were going back and forth. This was between me, Dre, and Dustin.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so all three of us are on our bikes. We're doing the how many kids can you jump?
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, I can jump 6. And they were like, you can't jump 6 kids, man. Like, there's no way you can do it. Because Dustin did 4. And so I was like, nah, I can jump 6. Now, I had just got this new, and back then, Huffy was the shit, right? So I had this new Huffy bike. And so I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this. And so then I pedal and got good speed on the ramp, lift, and dude, I lifted so like high that I way past cleared like the 6 kids. Like I felt the fucking tree slap my face.
Damn.
Like the leaves or whatever, the branch or whatever. I slide into the alley. I don't know how I did this shit. I slid into the alley, and like it was like a little dirt bike movie, and a car was coming down this alley and stopped like dead in its tracks or whatever. So as all my homies was like, yeah, like, like freaking out or whatever. Dre's little brother was one of the kids I jumped. His mom comes out because she heard the screeching of the tires.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, what are you guys doing? Because some of the little kids were still laying down. She chewed our asses out. She was like, you sat up there and jumped over kid. Like, do you guys
Children.
know? Like, do you know what you could
Understand what?
Mind you, we're 8 and 9. Like, we're 8, 9, 10 years old. Like, not even thinking about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the dude got out the car, and he was like, I could have hit you. Like, da, da, da. So, like, in my mind, I was like, yo, I just did something cool. And then the adults were like, you fucking idiot. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And so, Dre's mom told my parents, I was like, hey, like, did you cleared it? I was like, yeah. They're like, don't do that again. Okay.
Hell yeah, but like, don't.
And my mom was like, we got you that bike, but not to do that.
Yeah.
Because the Huffy was the shit back then.
Good for you.
That was
What a hero.
that was my one time of being cool. Because usually I was I
nerd.
usually oh god yeah.
I get it. No, yeah, that's cool. That's quite a moment.
Yeah. But like I got rightfully chewed out by adults. Like, don't, that was actually really fucking stupid.
Don't do that. Yeah.
Don't use our kids to evil Knievel.
Yeah. Good job, though. Good job. It's pretty cool you landed that, but don't do it again. All right. Well, I am the last of 4 kids, right? Mm-hmm. So my family didn't really get to go on vacation a lot. And I was like reflecting on it, and I'm like, I don't think we've had a good vacation ever.
Yeah, you guys haven't yet to. That's the reason why I don't even like to ask y'all about vacation shit, low key. Because y'all never make it sound like it's a good time.
Well, okay, let me just tell you, first of all,
Like,
also reflecting on this, I was like, damn, as a young, like preteen and teen girl on vacation, every vacation I've gone on, I get my period for a vacation.
yeah.
You know, and
That'd be the worst.
as a child, that sucks. But the first time, I mean, I had just gotten it, like, you know,
Yeah.
and that's when we went to Florida.
Yeah.
And now my dad, bless his precious little fucking heart.
Yeah.
My mom was like, you know, day of or day before we're about to leave, and my
Yeah.
mom's like, you got to go get Aimee like
Yeah.
some stuff for
Yeah.
this, because we're driving to Florida,
Yeah.
if you recall.
Yeah.
So my dad goes to Sam's Club, which I don't know if you're familiar, but it is like industrial size everything.
I'll take one pallet, please.
Kirk says, thank God I just turned this on in front of my kids now.
A pallet of always, please.
So mind you, we have a van. I think we took the van. And we had like the thing on top to house a bunch of shit.
Oh yeah, that turtle ass motherfucker.
Right. But also the back for all this stuff. And day of, my dad's loading up this fucking giant box of pads. It's
Gee,
like it's
no.
like it's like that one time that like the women went to space and they gave them like 10,000 tampons for a week.
Yeah.
And my dad got everything. He got pads, he got tampons, he got liners, he got fucking diapers. Like he did not give
He
a
didn't.
fuck.
He didn't know what. He didn't know what
He didn't
was
know. He didn't know. He didn't know. And then that vacation proceeded to be just the worst fucking vacation. It rained the whole time. We all got fucking swimmer's ear. I tried to catch an alligator. Was it an alligator? I don't know. I was teasing one in the water and I accidentally caught it. And then its mom started chasing me.
Oh God.
It was a very traumatizing vacation.
Yeah.
And every vacation after, there was a vacation Timmy didn't get to go on. It was like a multi-stop. This is the time you got arrested while we were on vacation. But it was like a multi-state stop. Tennessee, West Virginia, Pennsylvania. This is like where my mom's family's from.
Okay.
So we're at a hotel staying there. My cousin's husband is wasted on moonshine. I'm in the outdoor pool.
Okay.
Boy crazy. So there's a boy my age there,
Yeah.
and I fall in love with this boy. And I wanted to kiss him real bad, KB,
Yeah.
and I didn't because my cousin's husband was insanely drunk, and he kind of like was outside making a fool out of himself.
Yeah.
So we're in this particular state, West Virginia, for a family reunion
Yeah.
that I go to the next day, and lo and behold, there's the boy that I'm in love with
Yeah. Thank goodness.
at my family
Yeah.
reunion
Thank goodness you didn't.
because he's my cousin.
Yeah.
So that was kind of two stories in one, but I got a little overzealous.
No, it's all good.
I'm just saying I have not had a good vacation
Yeah.
in my childhood, and it made me growing up being like, if I have kids, we're never fucking going on vacation.
Now, my parents got to a point where it was like, hey, they really liked Wisconsin Dells. Let's just keep going back there every fucking year.
Craig happens to say, me and Tim smoked a combined half ounce on that Florida vacation.
Correct.
On the trip as well, correct?
Yes. So we had one of those. Again, this is like a regional thing. Asshole muffler, whatever you call it. One of those tubes with
Yeah, we called it an asshole.
fabric sheets in it, and we would hit it in the back and then blow it through the tube, like in because it was that big van and it had almost like shag carpet. We just blow it into the carpeting. Yeah. But yeah, I remember we told Mom that like we were like, oh yeah, Craig and I each bought like a fucking quarter each, and brought a ton of weed and smoked it all there. And she's like, no, you were in like 8th grade. And I'm like, yeah,
Yes.
correct.
Yeah.
That's right.
Correct.
I'm like, but we didn't have to steal yours, so you got
We
to smoke
rented
all
this
your weed.
big ass house in Florida. This house was so cool, but good old Aimee didn't get a bedroom. I had to sleep in like the study.
She slept under the stairs, as God intended.
I'm telling you, it was just like, oh. My parents tried really hard. That was the vacation my mom almost sunk the pontoon boat we were on.
Yes.
I think that was our last day. It was the only day it didn't rain in Florida.
And then my dad, he's always like, yeah, you remember when we went to North Carolina? I'm like, no, I didn't go there. You remember when we went to Florida?
No.
When we went to Disney World? I'm like, nah, I didn't get that invite. Remember when we went to Memphis and did it? I'm like, no.
Did you leave me at home?
No, I didn't.
Did you do this and you thought I was there? What? I mean, that's not. We went to North Carolina a lot when we were kids, and I probably didn't have a terrible time, but I was too little,
Yeah.
you know. But there was just always something on a vacation. So I'm like, nah, I'll stay home. I'm good. All right.
So who lying?
Tim's acting suspicious,
Yeah.
but
Timmy.
I think he wants us to think he's lying. I think that's the thing. But also, I am perplexed. I really thought this was a story from, like, when you got your apartment when
Yeah.
you were, like, 18,
Well,
19.
Yeah.
You got to remember, though, I got that apartment 10 years ago. That dude, that was 8 years ago when he stayed with me. That was like 2015.
Didn't I give you a window unit?
No. Bought one at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed. So your story, Aimee,
No, but
Kathleen.
Whoa.
Yeah,
No,
wow.
I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
No.
I remember the
wasn't
Florida
done
stuff.
dissecting Timmy's.
The other one of all the boys stuff, I wasn't on that vacation. I cannot confirm or deny that story happened.
You weren't on that vacation.
So that would be the perfect time for you to lie about.
Well, you were busy being at home getting arrested. Okay?
Because I'm fucking cool as shit.
No.
Yeah,
No.
because I'm fucking dope.
What grade were you in when that happened?
I think I was a freshman.
Wow. Wow.
Freshman,
Yeah,
sophomore.
you wouldn't know about that vacation, but that's where our cousin's husband got the nickname Milk Jug.
No, I remember. I heard all those stories.
No. Oh, you don't know about the kissing cousins?
No,
Uncle Ricky was really trying to facilitate that happening. Too.
probably. And
Uncle
he probably
Ricky was
knew
my
you guys were
wingman.
related.
You're probably right. He was the first one at the reunion to point him out, too. He's like, eh?
Huh?
That was so that was back in a time, you know, before cell phones, and we drove, and it was like 3 or 4 different cars, and like my grandparents, my uncle, like my cousins, everybody, and we had CB radios, and anytime we entered a state, my uncle would get on the CB radio to, "Hey, Aimee, are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see." Or like he would just say shit like that, and I'd be
Yeah.
like, I don't think that's appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a great.
I am underage, and your niece.
And your
Yeah,
niece.
you're my uncle, unfortunately.
You're my uncle. May he rest in peace.
Yeah. Never made it as a wise man.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Never made it as a poor man.
That's really funny because I would alternate cars. I think I originally left with my cousin and her husband and child. And I would alternate cars, like between my parents, my grandparents, or whatever. And when I was in the car with my uncle, he was also smoking hella weed, but he wasn't like trying to hide it.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? He was
Yeah.
just smoking a hitter out the window.
Hey, so, Timmy,
Yes.
so for your story, like, did you move in and it didn't have a unit, or did it break down? Did your unit just break?
No, we didn't. We moved in. I assumed there was like some kind of central air. And then I like texted the landlord. I'm like, hey, the AC doesn't work. And he's like, there's no.
You
There's-
provide air.
Yeah, there's no AC. So the first summer I just did like a fan in the window shit and, you know, a fan in my room. So no, I didn't have a window unit until there were like 2 people in that room. And it was like, all right, yeah, we need a window unit in here.
Right, right. Okay. I can't believe he just went to that extent to build all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
How much was copper at the time, Tim?
Well, you see, copper was.
Okay. Okay. Tim, what are you thinking?
I think it's very convenient that part of your story is about a vacation I wasn't on.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes me suspicious.
Okay.
And then just to keep up with tradition, I'm always suspicious of KB. And I always have to ultimately say that I think she's
How many
lying.
kids did you jump over?
Yeah, how many, KB?
6, but it was even more than it could have been more than that. Like I jumped
It could
clear
have been
past
more
them.
than that.
Yeah, it could have been because I cleared past the 6
Right, 6 kids.
because Dustin had did 4. So we were trying to one up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check my notes. Okay, that checks out.
6 kids. She did say 6 originally.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like she's talked about that before as well.
Her illustrious career jumping children.
No,
On a
you know
bike.
what's crazy is like, I have a memory of us talking about this on the Happy Corner on the porch in my old house. Like, that's how I feel. I feel like I've heard it before. But in KB fashion, it could be something silly.
It was 7 kids.
Right.
She's very humble.
It was 2.5 kids.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it
from
started as 3.
Right. Yours, I'm just suspicious of because it just sounds so crazy to make that whole fucking thing. To go out and buy all that stuff. What was the total cost of it then?
Well, that's the thing. It wasn't that much. I think the fan was like $15.
Okay.
It was like a styrofoam cooler.
You learned about this on the internet?
Yeah, on Reddit.
Oh.
That's
okay.
where I learned everything.
Right. And nobody mentioned the condensation? Or you did it wrong? Did you do it wrong?
I don't think I did it wrong.
Somebody was just trolling on Reddit like they do?
Oh, I think it's just one of those like, hey, check out this cool internet thing I did. And then they don't mention how it's dog shit and doesn't work after like 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And not to mention the fact that I had to either make or buy ice like every every other night to put it in.
Right.
So I think the overall it didn't cost me more than like $40 to make it. But I did spend $100 on a window AC unit.
I also have a hard time believing that he wouldn't like check Marketplace first. Like he's a whore for Marketplace.
I don't know if Marketplace was really that big of a thing back in.
2015.
If it was, I wasn't utilizing it.
I don't.
I don't know. Timmy's story is not. There's some.
But could he
There's
be the
some-
liar again?
Could I be?
I don't know.
I do.
Okay. That was,
Now it is coincidental that the one time that you have a vacation story, obviously Timmy's
Timmy's not there.
Timmy is not there.
Mhm.
That is suspicious. That is very
It's
suspicious,
fair. Maybe I wanted to throw him off a little bit.
and make it a level playing field. But in the end, it makes you look suspicious.
Okay.
The other thing is the kissing cousin thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little. I don't know.
Oh my God.
What the? That's not my ringtone.
It's my cousin.
It's Bowser. No.
No.
Remember when we made out at the pool at that one family reunion?
It was me the whole time.
Wait, maybe that was a different cousin.
But for real, how is it that you done had 2 cousins that tried to holler at you?
You don't know my mom's side of the family.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's true. God.
Yeah. There's an old story on my mom's side of the family because in the town that most of them reside in, there's 2, I don't want to say their last names, but they're very similar.
Yeah.
Right? Say like one was like Stevens and the other was Stevenson.
Okay.
And Stevens and Stevensons don't really associate with each other because they were all at one point Stevensons. Okay.
Okay.
And the Steven Sons part of the family was a little bit too much kissy cousin.
Ah, okay.
So Stevens came over here and was like, we're changing so we don't look like we're related to them.
Yeah.
So there is still that going on. Like that family line has
Yeah.
kept going.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much, yeah, that's my mom's side of the family, unfortunately. I don't know. Did you know that, Timmy?
I did.
Okay. Right. You could not bring it up to my grandfather.
Yeah.
Could not. No. Mm-mm. It was a shameful thing.
Well, because there is people with like the slightly different last names. It's like, oh, I think I'm related to, and I'm like,
Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I think we acknowledge that.
I had said that to somebody with that last name once because we had met in person. And I found out that we know somebody. His cousin happens to be a person that lived here once that has a lot of Facebook white girl meltdowns.
Okay.
Okay, that's his cousin. But he's also part of that family. And I brought it up to him once, and he's like, that's crazy, right? Fast forward a few years, he pops up on my People You May Know. I like send him a message. I'm like, hey, da-da-da-da-da. And he was like, what the fuck, you cunt? We're not related. Like, he got, like, really aggressive.
Whoa.
Wow.
And he's like, I have a girlfriend. And I was like, I'm not that kind of cousin.
Damn.
Wow.
I only see you as a friend and a cousin, but not that kind. Yeah.
Zoinks.
So that's kind of the summary of that part of the family that I don't really know because we don't.
If Aimee is spilling family secrets just to maintain a lie, I'm going to be very upset.
So Timmy the liar.
No, it's obviously KB.
So Timmy the liar.
Wow.
Oh my God, don't do this to me. It always comes down to this, where it's me stressing out.
Yep.
I'm saying Timmy.
Okay, but Timmy's been the liar.
I'm saying Timmy.
It resets every week.
You're right. Okay.
I'm like making an
Okay,
argument
Timmy,
like,
what
it
the
could be
fuck?
me.
What the okay. That makes me think it's not Timmy.
I'm still going KB.
Fuck. Timmy, you're playing a sick game right now.
Yeah, it's called Two Truths and a Lie.
I
There's
don't
like a theme song and everything.
Two truths and a lie, two truths.
There's a
and
remix.
two truths
It was
and
a good one.
I was dropping a
I was
beat.
told today or yesterday that someone was like, I really love the remixes. I was like, you know which one threw me off? The one that went, two truths and one lie.
On this remix, I was dropping a beat for like 15 seconds before I realized my mic was muted. Oh, yeah.
Idiot. Okay, I don't know what to do. Is anybody in the chat? Help me. Help me. Okay, Timmy thinks it's KB. KB thinks it's Timmy. I think it's KB and Timmy.
Aimee thinks it's herself.
I think it's me.
Two truths and a lie, three truths and a lie. It could be three truths.
Sterling was outside when I went to pee. That was so long ago.
But you have said that before and been a liar.
Yeah, I did.
And Adele knows.
She messaged me during
Oh.
because I forgot to let her know earlier today.
Damn it.
Sorry.
So basically, she knows you're a filthy liar.
It's Timmy lying.
Only AI Jesus will know.
Yeah, let's ask AI Jesus.
He never gave us a blessing.
No, he didn't. But he did teach you how to make stuff that I'm not even going to say because I don't want to get banned. I don't know what to do here. Let me ask Sterling. Just
Hey, the thing is though, like, if y'all family listen to this, like, the history of the
Listen,
Blazes,
no.
the amount of shit that
No,
ABP
it's all
dri-
mom's side. It's all mom's
It's
side.
on mom's side.
Oh.
They don't know how to listen to a podcast.
Yeah, and I think the majority of the people, honestly,
Yeah.
that would be offended by it are gone.
Yeah.
To be honest.
No shade to West Virginia, but
Yeah, like it's been maybe like some of these families.
how was
don't even
West
know.
Virginia? What was that like?
West Virginia was the first one we stopped.
It was-
No, it was Tennessee and then West Virginia.
West Virginia was like almost heaven.
Okay, listen, the hotel that we had in West Virginia was like super dope, and maybe I only thought that because I was a child, but the view was really, really nice. My favorite spot on that vacation was Tennessee. I thought Tennessee was the best, and that was only me and my cousin and Joe, her husband, and then their kid. That part, and then we met the rest of my family in West Virginia. But I feel like we didn't like stay that long. There's only like certain things that I remember about that like my uncle definitely got stung by a bee at that reunion, like drinking out of a cup. And I thought that was the funniest shit ever.
Hell
He did not think it was funny.
Yeah, obviously.
Craig just bringing up the Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River.
But yeah, I mean, all of those, it was beautiful. I remember in Pennsylvania was the last stop, and we were in like the middle of Amish country. So that was fun to see.
Yeah.
But
I was just curious about West Virginia because they make fun of it because it's so mountainous.
yeah, the view from our hotel was like, it was in front of a bunch of mountains.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine. I'm still going with Timmy.
Still going with KB. Aimee, figure it out.
I don't know what to do. Interesting.
What was that? Was that someone tripping over?
Was that
themselves?
Stinkley?
Uh,
Go open the door.
why are we gonna do that when Timmy the liar?
Why are you gonna do that with Timmy's liar? Yeah, but if he's standing right there, we don't know. Tim can't hear me. The suspense. Okay, so he's not standing right there.
All right, so it's still KB.
I don't know. Maybe it's Timmy 3 weeks in a row.
Wow.
But maybe it's KB. I wasn't finished.
I didn't finish my sentence.
Maybe
But
it's
maybe
you.
it's me.
Maybe it's
Aimee,
me.
the liar.
Aimee. I think I'm gonna go Timmy too.
Ouch, my feelings.
So now what?
I got 2 votes.
All right, Timmy. Who did you say?
I said KB.
All right.
So Aimee has no votes.
So
So if Amy's
Ask me.
lying right now and we ask her, we're going to feel really sick.
Really fucking silly, aren't ya?
should we ask her?
He zoomed off on me real quick.
Whatever's clever. Yeah, sure.
I mean, I have no votes. Ask me.
Aimee, are you the
Oh,
liar?
she is. God damn it.
Why are you being like that?
Aimee,
Go
you the
ahead.
liar?
You're asking me if I'm the liar?
Why are you?
I'm just
Bitch, what are we
reiterating.
playing? What are we playing?
You might have
y'all?
said, Aimee, are you the
Two truths
truther?
and
Are you the
a lie.
truther? Are you the truther?
Aimee, are you a 9/11 truther? Go on.
Okay, Aimee, are you the liar? Is the question.
Yes. That is the question.
Well, the answer is yes, I am. I am the filthy fucking liar. And don't you two feel silly?
You did kiss your cousin.
Yeah.
We made out so much, it was like.
No, you know what's funny is the West Virginia portion of that vacation story is the truth of that story. The Florida vacation, all I embellished was how much shit Dad bought. He did buy an industrial box of pads, but he didn't buy anything else. Boom. Played a Timmy and a KB
That
on
was
you.
the only part.
Yup. Yup. I wish I could do the hard P. Can you do it for
can't.
me? Yup. Thank you. Thanks.
Shit.
Tim, you built that shit?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dumbass.
It was so bad.
I know the whole time I'm like, he built that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you mad at me?
Sure did.
No.
Oh, okay. KB, are you the liar? Dude, what if she said yes right now?
That'd be 2 lies and a truth, and I think that's illegal.
Here's the thing.
I don't think it is.
Timmy's, I was like, ain't no way Buddy went like 2 summers.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, oh, the roommate was like, and I was like, ain't no way a
Two of
buddy
you.
that was sidecarring was out here like, oh, I'm sidecarring, but we getting you in window air conditioner. But
You
no,
know-
that really happened.
You know the buddy we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it shouldn't be that far out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, considering where he lived before.
Yeah.
But no, it's just the concept of
Same buddy camped in a camper in my driveway for like 2 weeks. So
I understand all of that.
Be that as it may.
I just can't believe you did that not too long ago. I really thought that was early
That was
stuff.
8 years ago.
Yeah, but still. It feels like not a 30-year-old or a 32-year-old thing to do. But Timmy's a broke boy. And he's telling the truth. So why are we still
I don't know. I'm scared.
And I do, low key, I do remember that trend of going around on like different things of like how to cool off your place without
Yes,
the
I do too.
I remember
too.
that shit, and I was just like, dude, like the biggest thing was the condensation. I was like, where does that go?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. I'm like, well, maybe it'll just drip back down into the cooler, and then
cooler.
I'll be. No, it blows into your face, and you wake up with like half of your sheets fucking soaked.
Nice.
yeah,
Nice. I do feel like KB has told that story before. Yeah. Uncle Ricky did try to facilitate. He's like, there's a cute boy in me. And then he was at the family. I don't think he was like super closely related, but he was at the family fucking reunion.
Right.
yeah.
I didn't kiss him. We are not kissing cousins.
Okay.
Gave him a handy. Handy cousins.
No. No, Timmy, no.
That has been
I just,
2 truths and a lie.
Amy's a
What?
fucking liar.
2
bitch.
truths and a lie.
She lied about the dumbest shit.
2 truths and a lie. 2 truths and she a lie. 2 truths, Aimee lied.
Fooled ya.
2 truths, Aimee lied. 2 truths and she lied.
Timmy and KB told the
2
truth.
truths and a lie. And it was me and Timmy. We told the truth.
But KB hit a word during that. So,
Probably.
yeah.
Here, let me get that for you.
Did I?
Yeah.
Probably.
What was it?
Summer.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. You got mad at work, did okay, and gave me summer.
Well,
You
KB,
didn't say it for a while.
Do you know what the opposite of a winter boy is?
A fuck boy?
No.
No. The opposite of winter and the opposite of boy.
What's the opposite of winter?
Summer girl.
We got him.
Thanks, Timmy.
You're welcome. Let me show you. You know that casual conversation starter? Like, what's the difference between
This is me and Timmy being really nice to each other before a roast
the roast
battle.
battle? Yes, correct.
Baby shut.
I'm one of the judges though.
Yeah, so I'm already starting with 1 strike.
Yeah.
Well, she did look so betrayed when I said I was the liar. Like the face she gave me, I was like, I felt bad.
And yours was hard because
I know it was so much.
It was so much, and some of that I had heard before.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Shitty vacations.
Yeah. So I was
No,
like,
I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, I knew Tim would be like, well, I wasn't on that vacation. You know.
I was busy getting arrested.
Yeah. I was busy being a cool boy. A real cool guy.
Summer. When was I supposed to say girls?
No, it was just girl.
Just
Girl.
Yeah. I don't know.
When was
I was having a hard time with words.
So I was laughing because it's been so long since I know we did words kind of recently, but for some reason I thought the ones with Amy's name above them were the ones that you gave, which were words and okay, and that's why I'm like, damn, Amy, really shitty with your words this week.
Wow.
And then like halfway through, I'm like, wait, is that? But the name.
Wow.
Is that who's?
Good job, Timmy.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Thanks. Enjoy your baby shot of Malort. We've come a long way.
We have. This is a very, very small show.
Yeah, we used to be trashed after this podcast, like frequently.
That's true.
Thank
I don't
God.
miss
I
it.
don't
Yeah.
miss it at all.
Don't
I
miss
don't
it.
even drink like that no more.
Yeah, I can't recover like I used to.
There were some sloppy episodes.
Very sloppy, yeah.
We've been popping since we,
Since we sobered up a little bit,
yeah.
and we just get real high.
Number 86 in comedy.
Okay, let's brag about it.
Let's brag it. Let's talk about it. All right, so Qatar, y'all doing y'all thing. Y'all out
Shout
here.
out.
We shouting out, y'all. Thank y'all for listening to us as y'all build soccer fields.
Honestly,
Yeah.
let's get that number up.
Yeah.
We're 86 comedy podcast.
We need to be the number one comedy
Number one.
podcast in Qatar.
Dude, small goals, KB.
Let's
start
crack
with
the top 50.
yeah. I was gonna say 75. Let's just try
Yeah,
to
shoot
climb.
for the moon. Why? Hey,
You're right. But like sometimes it starts slow. And the more it keeps building. So yes, shout out to I don't even know who that man was.
Right.
But he sent us an email.
So if anyone in Qatar who listens wants to email us and give us a nice little what's up, we'll give you a shout out.
Yeah, we will for sure give you a shout out.
How did you?
How did we get here?
How did you?
Is
find
there
us?
only there's like 85 comedy podcasts and we just like by default?
Our 86?
okay. The Malord with that is actually really fire.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me try it. A little baby.
Just
No, the tiniest bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that's exciting. Good
Yeah.
for us. Thank you. Shout out to the dude for letting us know. Whoever you are.
Yeah, we totally appreciate it. Yeah, we can definitely get into at least the top 75
I
of
think so,
Qatar.
too.
I think we
so,
can
too.
do it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see if this is near Bahrain. Okay. I'm just learning about my Qatari friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
I know nothing. I don't know why you love us, but hey, we love you too. I think. Like hate,
Well, that's
hate
awesome.
We
listening.
find
to
out
it.
they're just all hate listening.
Yeah, they're like, wow, I fucking hate.
They're really upset that two women have a podcast.
Yeah.
They're like, excuse me. They watch the YouTube and they're like, why is the guy very small in the bottom corner? This is not right.
We don't know, but we made it. And I'm sure that's not the reason. I'm sure they love us.
It says there are 2.3 million expats that live there.
Okay.
So it has 2.6 million people,
That's pretty good.
And
And we're
two-
86.
and 2.3 million of that is expats. That's hilarious, G. So there's only 300,000 actual Qatar people.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Shout out to all the expats. That's who's listening to the Happy
listeners.
Corner.
That's the listeners.
These are the motherfuckers that was like, you know what? I'm just gonna chill here.
Right.
Like, fuck going back to the U.S. or France or wherever the fuck they from. We just chilling here.
Yeah. Listen to the happy corner. Have a little piece of home or something. Good for us.
Yeah.
We don't mean to brag, but yes, we do. It's a big moment in the Happy Corner podcast. Thank you for all your support.
Yeah, unfortunately, Qatar's human rights records has been regarded by academics and non-governmental organizations as being generally poor, with restrictions on civil liberties such as freedoms of association, expression, and the press, as well as treatment of thousands of migrant workers. Come on, we could do better, Qatar.
Let's fix it.
Yeah, expats there. We got
Single-handedly.
Yeah,
The Happy Corner.
hey, we promote happiness to
Happiness.
everybody.
Right. Spread the word. We don't know who's listening, but tell your friends. I don't know if we can send you stickers.
We can give it a shot.
Yeah, let's give it a shot. So that was Happy Corner's big news this week.
Yeah, yeah. And we'll tell you what other countries we topped the crack the 100.
Yeah, we do all right.
Yeah, let's see if
Some
we
other
can get into Australia.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We got some good ones
Mm.
from around the world. Around the flat earth.
Yes. Around the flat.
Flat round the world.
Flat round the world.
Oh man.
Well, all right. What do you got this week, KB?
All right. So Wednesday we
All three of us.
have the roast battle in the suburbs with SNF at Two Brothers Roundhouse, and that is June 7th. Okay, so
That's
come
Wednesday.
out Wednesday.
Get your
Wednesday,
tickets.
get your tickets. It's gonna be fire.
Yes. There's a lot of good.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Matchups.
It's so many good matchups. It's gonna be such a fun night,
Low
such a fun
key,
time.
I'm hoping we go first because I want to just kind of chill and enjoy the show. There's some matchups I'm
see.
very excited to watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I think we might be like a big deal matchup.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm sorry, but it might be.
That's fine.
And then June. All right, June 8th through the 10th. I'm with Adam Conover at the Comedy Vault.
I love that.
Get your tickets because they are starting to sell out.
Yep.
Yeah.
So get your tickets. Like I think the 7 or 7:30 or whatever on the 7 o'clock one on Saturday is sold out. And then I think the 9:30 is getting there, and I think the Friday 7 o'clock is starting to get a little squeeze. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So and yeah, even Thursday is starting to get your tickets.
Just
J.
get your tickets.
Just get your tickets. It's gonna be a fun night. I'm excited. If you like, what is it? Adam Ruins Everything, which is one of my favorite. Like, I love that show, and his new show is dope on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Get your tickets. This is a really good show for being out in the suburbs
Right.
of Chicago.
Yes,
Like,
absolutely.
they've had some. Shout out to Comedy Vault because they've had some really good lineups. So.
Fuck yeah. They're great.
And then June 22nd, I'm at Tata's Tacos. So that'll be a good time. And then obviously June 8th, we have SNF, and every Thursday, SNF at Two Brothers Roundhouse. Aimee
Yes.
is doing double duty this week.
Oh my God. I said, 200% more shows this week than I have in the last couple months. So, yeah, Wednesday, roast battle, a lot of great matches. Get your tickets for that. It's going to be really good. And then the next day, Thursday, at SNF, I will be there with a great lineup for the 8-year anniversary show.
Yes.
Super stoked for that as well. I am absolutely honored to be on the lineup with those comedians. Super excited. We also have the See You Next Tuesday comedy open mic every Tuesday in the Speakeasy at Mojo's in downtown Plainfield. The car show starts this week. Parking's gonna suck. Please park at the bank, park at the library, take a little walk. If it's raining, it's canceled. So I don't know. Maybe hope for that if you'd like. Shots and Giggles, fourth Saturday of every month. We'll have that whatever date in June. I don't know. I don't have a calendar in front of me. I said everything Timmy was probably going to say. Is there anything else, Timmy?
All that plus, hey, this is hot off the press, June 29th, which is also a Thursday. I will also be doing a set at Still Not Friday at Two Brothers Roundhouse in Aurora.
Hell yeah.
So, yep, looking forward to that. And just a quick little shout out and reminder, the homie DJ and Nate did a live stream to raise money for their Halloween musical Season of the Curse 2.
Hell yeah.
I think it's still up on Pumpkin Nonstop's YouTube page. I think they have a thing through PayPal if you still want to donate. But yeah, they did a very fun live stream. Rob Hines was on it.
Yes.
I was on it. They had a lot of really, really, really cool people. So check it out. And yeah, give them a couple bucks if you got it.
Also donate to Rob Hines' GoFundMe for all the legal stuff he's going through. Great friend of the podcast. You all know him and love him. Please go check out his story.
June
His
24th.
GoFundMe.
For you guys, the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's June 24th.
Which one is?
Shots and Giggles.
Oh, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
That was so kind.
Yeah.
I'm like, what fucking show do I have?
I know. I was like, did I get the wrong date for SNF? Like, that's what I was
Are me and
asked.
Timmy on the same show?
No.
No, I hate that.
Shots and Giggles, June 24th.
Thank you for that. Yeah, that's been that. We're off next week,
Yes.
but we'll be back the following week.
Yeah.
We got a fun summer ahead of us.
Yes, very much so.
Yes. We hope you enjoy your week off. We will see you in 2 weeks. We love you. Stay hydrated. Okay, bye. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It was. I'll carry it. Just what the doctor ordered. Pull up a chair. It's a happy corner.